have so many things to do. She keeps remembering everything she needs to do, but she is feeling lazy and continues scrolling on her phone while lying on the couch. Soon her mom comes out from the kitchen and gently hits her foot with a pillow while looks up at her mom. One, go to your room and get ready, the guests will be coming soon. Hi mom says, staring at her. Mom, they still have 20 minutes left before they arrive. Exactly, that's why I said to go shower and wear something nice. One, you can't meet the guest in the street beggar clothes. One lazily gets up. What's wrong going on? Why are you scolding my princess? Tell the princess to wear something decent. Mom, I'm going. Please don't scold her. Suddenly there was a knock on the door. What, have they arrived already? Before they can say anything else, one dashes toward her room at a full speed, with her parents watching her disappearing figure. No, it's a plumber. I called because boiling hot water is coming from our shower and tap. Thanks, honey. 20 minutes later, I wear a simple gown, but it looks gorgeous. I do simple makeup with just a lip balm. Who wastes so much time on makeup to look beautiful when I was born beautiful? I flip my hair and step out of my room. The guests are already here, but instead of going to the living room, I head toward to the kitchen. Mom, do you need any help? You are ready? You look beautiful as always, sweetheart. She compliments me. One, go to the living room and Kim Taehyung needs to go to the washroom. And he has been holding it in for a while. Take him to the one of your room. One face shows confusion. My washroom. She points at herself. Yes, one. All the other bathrooms have only boiling water coming from the taps. One is sudden. What, but mine doesn't, she says in surprise, imagining how would she have been able to shower if her had been the same. Thank God. Yes, that's why we have been waiting for her to go. Get ready. Now go, and my mom pulled her hand. They both walked into the living room. Taehyung dear, go with Ryan to her room. She will show you the washroom. Taehyung nods, and when his eyes met once, his heart escaped a bit. He got up and follows her. Once they are out of everyone's sight, an idea popped into Ryan's mind. She stopped in the hallway and turns to look at him, his eyes following him without thinking. Clearly in a hurry, but when she suddenly stopped, they bumped into each other. Taehyung, what the? Wine, can't you walk faster, and why are you following me so closely? She pretended to look serious and he raised his eyebrow. Because it's an emergency. Can you just show me the washroom? His voice sounds annoyed. Okay, follow me. She makes an innocent face and continues walking. When they enter the room and Taehyung heads through the washroom, she stops him. Wait, he looks at her, clearly annoyed. What now? The light switch is by the door, the top of the button. Taehyung rolled his eyes and closed the door. Well, after a woman came into the living room, when she arrived, she was completely shocked by what she heard. Lily, her sister, I can't wait to see Wine as my brother-in-law's wife, she cheerfully said to the others, and when heard this, she started coughing. What? Coughing? You are pranking on me, right? Wine, no, actually it's real. Wine lets out a small laugh and sat beside her sister. Wine, we are actually planning it. You and Lily are the same age and she is already married, so it's not tender. Not Wine and Lily are twins. It's because of your twins, then why didn't you arrange both our weddings at the same time? She said, her eyes filling with tears. Because we wanted to celebrate each of our daughter more especially and separately. That way, we got to have happiness of celebrating twice. Lily placed a reassuring hand on Miles. They entered the living room confused by the sudden serious atmosphere. When his eyes land on Wine, he sees her crying. He sits beside his dad. Taehyung dear, we have made a decision. Taehyung nods and take a glass of juice. So what's it about? It's about you. We have arranged our marriage. Taehyung almost choked on his sip, but manages to control himself. With Wine, his eyes widen and this time he does choke on his juice, placing the glass on the table. As everyone watching him concerned, suddenly Wine burst into laughter. She was holding it ever since his first reaction. With whom? With his 5-year-old kid. He glares at her and his mom throws a glare back at him. Son, the love between two opposite personalities is unbreakable and infinite. Love, Mom, we are totally different. She gives him a dead glare and makes him close his mouth. Well, look at him coldly. I told you, Mom, this 55-year-old man will never be my type. Just give each other some time. He's terrible. She wrinkles her nose. Lily laughs, trying to lighten the mood. Taehyung, she may not be your type, but she can keep you entertained. And when Taehyung may seem boring, but you have no idea how romantic he can be. Both Wan and Taehyung glare at her. We are not pressuring you two to like each other immediately. After marriage, you will have a lifetime to understand each other. Taehyung skip to the night. The guests have left. Dad, Mom, I don't want to marry her, and that's it. He says coldly, his eyes on the road. In the car, Taehyung is driving, with his mom sitting beside him, and his dad seated in the back. She's perfect for the role of my daughter-in-law, just like Lily. He looked at her. She's so childish, Mom, and you are so grumpy. Not many girls would like a husband with a bad temper. He glances at his dad in a rearview mirror. But you love Dad. Mr. Kim chuckles. Exactly, because I was like wine. Thinking to himself that his mom is still like wine. Not everyone is like your mom. Just because she has a personality like yours doesn't mean she will love me too. His voice wavers a little, but he quickly composes himself. If you want her to love you, then show her your love. Show her how much you want her love. Then is a cringe face, finding his mom's part cheesy and cringe. Love my food, I don't need it if I have to beg for it. He scoffed bitterly. In Vine's house, Vine's Bow, I was flipping through a photo album. There are so many pictures from Lily wedding. She looked beautiful and her husband loves her so much. Then I saw a family photo where Taehyung and I were standing together. I didn't have much space in the frame, so I had to stand in front of. Taehyung is so tall, he could easily be seen even behind me. Everything looked fine about him, but his face, he has cold monkey face. He didn't even smile. How can someone look so emotionless and cold, even at a happy moment like that? I'm sure he was jealous of my big white smile at that time. On the next page I found another picture of him, but to my surprise he was actually smiling in this one. Wait, he was smiling at a girl. My heart skipped twice first because I was seeing him smile for the first time, and second because he was smiling at a girl. I don't know if I felt happy or sad because I thought he was one of those guys who just hate girls. I think his cousin. Just then my phone rang and it was Lily. Yes, what's up? Can you send me some of our photos from the wedding album? I want to post them on Instagram. Okay, I hung up and started taking pictures of the best ones in the album and sent her too. Soon she messaged me to thank you and began to post them on Instagram. I got notified when she tagged me. I liked the post. She also tagged Taehyung THV. It was the first time I saw his handle, but I didn't click on it. Who wants to see his cold face anyway? I locked my phone and went to sleep. What is this drama? He was irritated. Meanwhile, Taehyung's elder brother, Taehyung, come on, we have gave all our employees a full vacation this time because we worked so hard this year. That's why I want to relax in my room. It will be amazing when we all go to the Jeju Islands together. Taehyung said please, yes. Thomas came to the airport. Everyone has arrived. One and her family were the first to arrive. Then Taehyung's family showed up. Taehyung's eyes fell on Van, but she was ignoring him. She had been happy about her trip to Jeju Island, but when her parents mentioned they would be going to, she got annoyed. Taehyung frowned, noticing her ignoring him, which only irritates him more. On the flight, each couple sides with their partner. Van and Taehyung are dumbfounded. Lily, you know how much I missed you. Please sit with me. She makes a puppy eyes. I'm sorry, Van, but Minu and I are treating this like a honeymoon. She whispers shyly. Van and Taehyung look at each other, and as the flight is about to take off, they quickly end up sitting together. Van sat down and started listening to music on her earphone. Taehyung feels uneasy as she continued ignoring him, making him even more irritated. Did you slip and hit your head in the bathroom or something? He asked sarcastically, catching her off guard. This is the first time he has asked her anything, and his sarcastic concern expression annoys her even more. Well, I'm not like you, mister. She scoffed as he smirks, trying to keep a straight face. Thank God. You know what? Stop irritating me. Or when I start, you will end up complaining to everyone again. He feels a bit happy inside because at least she is paying him some attention and secretly wants her to annoy him. If her old kid is treating me, it's making her angrier. If you need entertainment, listen to music or watch the K-drama downloaded on my phone. But please stop begging for my attention. He's shocked. How did she figure out he wanted her attention? He quickly regains his composure. Your attention? You are just telling me the funniest joke of humankind that anyone told me. Only a joker would find it funny, she scoffs. Here's a handsome joker. Come out of your delusion, joker. Well looked out the window at the beautiful clouds filling her calm as she listened to music. Then glanced at her for a moment. When she closed her eyes, he took out his laptop and began working. Well felt relief because her heart was beating fast when she felt his gaze on her. Soon she drifted off to sleep. Noticing that she was resting her head on his shoulder, Taehyung shook his head. He gently adjusted her posture into a more comfortable position, keeping her head on his shoulder. Then removed her earphones. Meanwhile, Lily was blinking in him, and when he noticed, he cleared his throat to hide his blush. Time skipped. He landed at the Jeju airport. Mom, where are we going now? We have booked a mini family bus instead of taking 3 or 4 cars. Cheerfully, because we are all here to enjoy a vacation together in the Jeju. While looks over at her sister and her husband, who seem lost in their own world. Once thought, they don't look like they are even with us. A luxury mini family bus arrives and everyone begins boarding. On the bus, excuse me everyone, can meanwhile I take the special cabin seat? She asked shyly. Of course dear, those seats are actually for you both. Lily smiled and pulled her husband's hand and they closed the curtains. My feet are hurting a lot, Taehyung. Can I take up 2 seats? She says as Taehyung nods, getting up from his seat. He noticed one is also standing while everyone was sitting. He looks around and sees one mom and dad sitting in 2 seats, his mom taking up 2 seats, his dad and a tour guide seated in more 2 seats, and at the back only 1 seat is left. Where I'm supposed to sit? She raised her voice, and me too, he said irritably. That didn't you count the seats properly when you walked to the bus? Son, your mom is taking up 2 seats. Taehyung sighed, so I'm supposed to stand the whole time? There's only 1 seat left on the back, you can both sit there, she said casually, making both Wan and Taehyung cringe. I'd rather stand than sit with that arrogant man. Taehyung, we can't fit on 1 seat. She meant for me to sit on your lap, genius. What? Never. She's already too much to handle. I don't want her to. Just then the bus hit a bump, causing one to stumble forward into Taehyung's chest. They looked at each other longer than they intended. His hand instantly on her waist as she tried to steady her. One, Taehyung, it would be best if you both sat together to avoid any injuries. Taehyung kept looking at Wan, then gave a slight nod and walked to the back seat. With Wan following him, Taehyung sat down, his heart racing. Wan bit her lip, and when he nodded, she hesitantly slid on his lap but quickly got up. Taehyung, what? You get up and sit on my lap. He leaned back, his head against her side, closing his eyes. He was done with her antics. Really, he pretended to be excited and went not. Just then another bump. He pulled her onto his lap, preventing her from falling onto the floor. Don't annoy me, Wan. Be quiet and sit like a good girl. He held her tightly as she kept pitching. Get me comfortable properly or you will get a hit somewhere. She said, gritted her teeth. He loosened his grip and she adjusted herself, wrapping her arm around his neck and placed both legs on one side of his lap. His left arm around was her back and holding her, while his right hand rested on her waist. As he looked at her, she looked down, feeling like she had made him uncomfortable, trying to get herself comfortable. He kept his gaze on her. Don't look at me with those eyes, she said shyly for the first time in front of him. He smiled but hid it before she looked up. What eyes? He gave her a waist a slight squeeze. You are getting a little too comfortable with me, she teased, and Taehyung chuckled. So aren't you comfortable too? He glanced down at her legs on his lap, her one hand on his back and the other on his shoulder. Am I annoying you or making you uncomfortable? She asked. But he just looked at her, taking in her face up close, her nose, her lips. Are you done staring, Mr. Weirdo? She whispered. I'm not staring at you and don't worry, I'm not uncomfortable. I see you are not getting annoyed or irritated by me anymore, grumpy man. Why don't you call me by my real name? He whispered in a deep voice, making her heart race. Okay, terrible, it's Taehyung. Whatever, she yawned, leaning her head on his chest, making his heart race. I'm sleeping, don't disturb me. Her breath is hitting her neck. And just, how much are you going to sleep? It's not my fault if you are so good at making me fall asleep. His small hidden smile faded. He felt like one thought he was a boring person. You are so warm and always make me feel comfortable. That's why I feel so good around you while sleeping. She mumbled the last part and smiled, feeling and hearing his heart pounding against his chest. Taehyung smiled and caressed her arm. Taehyung paused for a moment, his finger lightly brushing against her arm. Her word lingered in his mind, making his heart race a little faster. He didn't say anything, just enjoying the moment of quiet with her, feeling her warmth against him. Softly, you really think that? I didn't answer right away, still half asleep, her breath steady and hit his chest in a rhythmic patterns. She shifted, snuggling onto him, find more comfort. I do. Taehyung just tightened at a word, something warm spreading in his chest. He gently ran a hand through his hair, carefully not to disturb her too much, just letting the moment be. Quietly, almost to himself. You have no idea how annoying you are, but I can't seem to stay away. You well let a small, content sigh, her hand resting on his chest, unconsciously feeling the steady beat of his heart. Taehyung continued to watch her, his gaze softening, feeling a connection between them that had been always. You are always so quiet, but I like it. Taehyung couldn't help but smile. He leaned down and kissed the top of her head gently, careful not to wake her completely. I will let you sleep, just rest.